Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel, Jason in the Woods. Today I'm going to take you on a walk through my winter hammock camping gear loadout. This is about a 30-pound loadout and it's a full comfort loadout. So I'm not trying for lightweight or anything, but I'm also not going for really long miles on the trips that I would bring this out for. I've got a trip coming up this weekend that I'm bringing my buddy Derek out with. And he and I are going to go out to Hawn State Park, stay out at the Backcountry Site 5, I think, and I think it's just about a 2.2 to 2.5 mile hike in. But really looking forward to it. Temperatures are projected to get below freezing, so I'm going to show you what I've got here to help me stay comfortable in those conditions all the way down even to 0, and then how I can stretch that even below 0. So let's get started. And by the way, this is Gus. He's gonna be the mascot for this episode here. I've got my Osprey Aether. This is an 85-liter pack. This is a huge pack, and even with all of this winter gear, it's not even close to full. I also have a removable brain for this pack that I don't have on it, and I haven't never even come close to like needing that additional capacity. I will say that removable brain's pretty cool. Because it can also convert into a day pack if you were out peak bagging or something like that. It's a really nice extra bit of kit and really convenient to have on hand as just a part of the gear that you're already carrying. On the outside here, I've got my Govee thermometer. I've had this for as long as I've been backpacking now. It's still going on the same battery, and it's really, really cool. It gives you so much data and metrics on the temperature, the humidity, dew point, barometric pressures. So highly recommend this. It's really cheap on Amazon. It's like $15 or something, and I'll have a link in the video description. I have my REI Flex Light Air chair. This is my 1-pound chair. Here's my 1/8-inch Gossamer Gear thin pad. It's a closed cell foam pad, and it's just, I like to use it inside the chair to help insulate the chair when I'm sitting in it in cold weather, but it also makes for just a great sit pad slash yoga mat slash whatever you need to use that for. It comes in handy a lot. I have my Trail Buddy aluminum trekking pole on one side here, and this is actually a new pole that I just got, and this is from Cascade Mountain Tech, and it's actually going to be what I'm using as a tripod moving forward. I bought this because it's got this removable head here, and I made sure to go, I love the cork handles, so I wanted to make sure I got another set of cork handles. But it's got that little 1/4-inch screw right here, and you can screw on a phone holder or something on that, and then use this as more secure tripod. So I'm kind of graduating from the rubber band around the trekking pole or rubber band around the nearest tree. I'm going to try this out. It's funny, so this is a carbon fiber pole. It only weighs maybe 2 ounces less than my Trail Buddy pole, so I would say, unless you're paying for like the high-end Z packs, go on those other poles they're probably half the weight of this pole. So I think this is maybe 10 ounces. Anyways, really looking forward to using this for filming out on the trail. I've got a couple of Smart Water 1-liter water bottles in the pocket here, and in here, and then around on the other side, I've got my new Garmin InReach Mini. I bought a refurbished InReach Mini, the first gen one. Saved a couple bucks doing it that way, and I'm really looking forward to trying this out and giving Nicole that peace of mind so she can keep an eye on me while I'm out here in the backcountry and not be so worried if I don't have cell service. So I went ahead and just got the plan that gives me, you know, at least a few messages a month, and can do plenty of tracking, so I can make sure that she's got an eye on where I'm at, and I can call for help if I need. In the pocket here, I've got my headlamp, I've got my Nightcore 10,000 milliamp hour power bank, I've got my watch, which I'll be wearing, I've got just some extra charging cables, a mini Bic, the phone mount that I'm bringing here. It's a metal mount, so it's a little bit heavier, but it is really, really nice. It has the ability to lock down and really keep itself in place and hold your phone in place. And I'm not really worried about having that come apart and, you know, dropping my phone out while I'm walking around filming, which is really cool. I'm bringing this big old knife slash small saw, which I normally never bring, but it's a short walk, and I plan to be probably processing some wood and stuff, because we're going to want to have a fire for a while, because we'll have plenty of time at camp to hang out. So that's everything in the pockets. I'm going to keep the other pocket empty for now, and I'll have some snacks in that one. In the front pouch here, I'll have the sandals that I'm wearing here, as well as I've got my Sawyer and my Knock 3-liter bag. And that's everything I've got up there. Right on top here, I've got my ditty bag, so that's got everything from my poop kit to my toothbrush and soaps, and I've got a little air pump in here that I bring for when I ground camp, but that's what I've got in here. I've got my food bag here. Gotta get comfortable. This has got my Tokes 550 pot with my windscreen and my DSR 3000 and my fuel can in there. And I've got my coffee mug, my hanging kit here, so it's just a sunglasses bag with some Dyneema cordage for hanging from a tree, and my little knife here, and my titanium spoon. Nothing changing really in the food kit here. If it were gonna be colder, there was a point where I thought I might be going out in possibly even down to sub-zero temperatures, and I was really trying to figure out if I was even going to attempt to cook, because I don't have a stove I think that can really operate that well. But I am curious, and I'm planning to test this BSR 3000 out the next time I can get it around 0 degrees, and leave one of the fuel cans out for a while, let it get cold, and see how that performs. Inside of the bag here, I've got my pack liner here. This is just a trash compactor bag. I'm not using the nylon tube in this one just because this is such a big bag, and this trash compactor bag really works well. I've got my Frog Togs ultralight rain kit here. That's a top and bottom. I've got my REI windbreaker. I've got my REI 650 down puffy jacket, my Patagonia fleece as a nice, thick, heavy mid-layer, and I love this fleece. I've got an extra little polyester hoodie here. This is the sun hoodie that I normally bring. My buff. That's all like the warm clothes that I wanted to keep on top and accessible, along with the rain gear. Make it easy to get to be able to either put them on or shed them and put them back. I've got my shelter stuff here, my guy lines and stakes. I've got my tarp. This is my Thunderfly from Warbonnet Outdoors. My OneWind continuous ridgeline with reel. Both my Sierra Madre pillow and my Sea to Summit pillow. My ultralight suspension here. This is the webbing that I use, and some more cordage. These are some whoopee slings, so I've got some adjustability and extra length with these. This is my Dutchware Gear 11-foot netless hammock, my OneWind hammock protector, underquilt protector, my Hammock Gear 0° economy incubator for an underquilt, my Sierra Madre 20° puffle as my top insulation. These are some down-filled pants, a neoprene face mask if it were to get cold enough for that, my down hood, some down booties. I've got some base layers here. This is my top, some base layer bottoms, an extra pair of camp socks here, some nice thick wool socks. That's everything. This setup, like I said, is going to get me easily down to 20 degrees, but what I can do is add my other 40-degree hang tight shop top quilt and combine that with my 20-degree quilt here. That'll get me down to 0, no problem. If I wanted to go below 0, honestly, with that underquilt protector, that'll stretch my underquilt at least a little bit below 0, so maybe even -5 to -10. And if I did that with 2 of my 20-degree puffles, I'd be fine with that. If I wanted to go any further, I could use my 40-degree hang tight shop underquilt to stack with my 0-degree underquilt. I can also use one of these 20-degree underquilts to stack with that underquilt, that 0-degree underquilt, to take me about as cold as I think I'm ever going to be willing to go camping. Thanks for watching, and let me know what you think about the gear in the comments. Let me know if you've got any suggestions on things to switch it up here. And be sure to check out some of my other videos. I've got some other hiking videos that I would love to get out there. And like I said, I've got a trip coming up this weekend, so I'll be putting out a video for that. Thanks for coming over to Jason in the Woods.